You're cordially invited to join Brian Forster, best-selling author Andrew Collins, and Megalithomania's Hugh Newman in a June adventure looking at ancient technology of Peru and Bolivia. This tour is in 3 parts, 2 extensions and the main tour. The first extension is at Nazca, where we will fly over the mysterious lines and geoglyphs and explore the area of this very ancient land. It's an excellent way to see the geoglyphs and lines from the air. Also an ancient system of aqueducts, which could be thousands of years old. And then it's off to the Inca Stones Museum, where there are 11,000 mysterious carved stones. And then it's off to the Inca Museum, which has some of the largest elongated skulls in the world. They are all of the Paracas culture, which is a mysterious people whose origins are actually not known about. Even archaeologists don't know where they came from. And then to Paracas itself, where we'll see the 600-foot tall geoglyph called the Candelabro. It's at least 2,000 years old, but what was its function? And then the Paracas History Museum itself, where you will be able to have hands-on experience with elongated skulls. Then the main tour starts. We fly to Cusco and explore the mysterious megalithic walls and buildings of this incredibly ancient city, a city which is thousands of years older than the Inca themselves. After this, it's into another museum with elongated skulls. Are these of the Inca, or are they older? That's what we wish to explore. Then a site called Kenko, and the magnificent Sacsayhuaman, which is hundreds of acres of megalithic works. After this, it's Ollantaytambo, which is one of the largest archaeological sites in South America. Again, hundreds of acres. The Inca built most of it, but there is a megalithic core which is thousands of years older. And what trip to Peru would be complete without, of course, magnificent Machu Picchu, which also has megalithic elements to it. And then the amazing Inti Raymi Festival, which is an Inca celebration. It's not made for tourists, but of course tourists are welcome to join in. Once a year, this is celebrated. And then we go through the Gate of the Sun and head south beyond Cusco to explore the strange skeleton called Waiki, whose skull is the size of its torso. And after this, it's the amazing Chulpa Towers of Cutimbo and also Silustani. These again are thousands of years older than the Inca, but who made them is the question. With the main tour over, it's the second extension, and our first stop will be Aramu Muru, or the portal. Then it's on board a high-speed boat as we go to the island of the sun and moon and look at some of the remaining wonderful Totora reed boats, which are still being constructed by one family in Bolivia at Lake Titicaca. And one of the most amazing places is, of course, Tiwanaku in Bolivia, at 13,000 feet elevation, home to the very impressive megalithic Sun Gate. And finally, the most enigmatic site, or one of the most enigmatic sites in the world, which is right next to Tiwanaku, and is called PUMA. This place looks like it was devastated by some ancient catastrophic event, but the question is why? And the other major question is who did this incredible construction, including the famous H-blocks. So please think about coming with us in June and explore these sites with us. Here's the full itinerary. These are the books I have written so far, available at Amazon and Barnes & Noble. The Real History of Hawaii, Legacy, Vintage Photos of Ancient Egypt, A Brief History of the Incas from Rise Through Reign to Ruin, A Gringo Guide of Machu Picchu and Cusco, The Inca Before the Conquest of the Spanish, Easter Island, A Guide for Inquisitive Minds, Beyond Machu Picchu, The Other Megalithic Monuments of Ancient Peru, The Enigma of Tiwanaku and PUMA, A Visitor's Guide, Crimson Horizon, The Mysterious Red-Haired Sea Kings of the Pacific, Inca Footprints, Walking Tours of Cusco and the Sacred Valley of Peru, The Enigma of Cranial Deformation, co-written with David Hatcher Childress, Lost Ancient Technology of Egypt, Lost Ancient Technology of Peru and Bolivia, Machu Picchu, A Virtual Guide and Secrets Revealed that no other guide knows of, Nazca, Decoding the Riddle of the Lines. Here again is the itinerary, full pricing, contact details. Please consider joining us. This is Andrew Collins' first trip to Peru, and it will be an incredible learning experience for all of us.